Two Tribes. Two Tribes is an anti-war song by British band Frankie Goes to Hollywood, released in the UK by ZTT Records on 4 June 1984. The song was later included on the album Welcome to the Pleasuredome. Presenting a nihilistic, gleeful lyric expressing enthusiasm for nuclear war, it juxtaposes a relentless pounding bass line and guitar riff inspired by American funk and R&B pop, with influences of Russian classical music, in an opulent arrangement produced by Trevor Horn. The single was a phenomenal success in the UK, helped by a wide range of remixes and supported by an advertising campaign depicting the band as members of the Red Army. It entered the UK singles chart at number 1 on 10 June 1984, where it stayed for 9 consecutive weeks, during which time the group's previous single Relax climbed back up the charts to number 2. It was the longest-running number 1 single in the UK of the 1980s. It has sold 1.58 million copies in the UK as of November 2012. Songwriters Johnson, Gill and O'Toole received the 1984 Ivor Novello Award for Best Song Musically and Lyrically. In 2015, the song was voted by the British public as the nation's 14th favorite 1980s number 1 in a poll for ITV. Music. A version of Two Tribes was originally recorded for a BBC John Peel session in October 1982. The session version makes clear that the basic structure of the song, including its signature bass line, percussion arrangement, and idiosyncratic introductory and middle 8 sections, were already intact prior to any involvement from ZTT or eventual producer Trevor Horn. Johnson also noted, "There's sick two elements in the music, an American funk line and a Russian line. It's the most obvious demonstration of two tribes that we have today." To accentuate the musical tension, Horn arranged the Russian segments as a dramatic string arrangement. The driving funk/rock rhythm section was played on synthesizers. Title and lyrics. Title and lyrics. And lyrics. Title and lyrics. And lyrics. The single was released at a time when the Cold War had intensified and fears about global nuclear warfare were at a peak. Although Johnson would attest in a 1984 radio interview that the two tribes of the song potentially represented any pair of warring adversaries, giving the examples of cowboys and Indians or Captain Kirk and Klingons, the line on the Air America/I modeled shirts by Van Heusen is a clear reference to then U.S. President Ronald Reagan. Reagan had advertised for Phillips Van Heusen in 1953, briefly reviving the association in the early 1980s. The title of his first film had been Love Is on the Air. The lyric "Working for the black gas" is, according to Johnson, about oil surpassing gold, how you might as well be paid in petrol. And the line "Are we living in a land where sex and horror are the new gods?" was inspired by the 1959 British film Covergirl Killer. Johnson explained, "The TV was on in the background while I was doing me ironing, and suddenly this character came out with that statement." The actual dialogue, which occurs at about 48 minutes 24 seconds into the film, is "Surely sex and horror are the new gods in this polluted world of so-called entertainment." The track featured snippets of narration from actor Patrick Allen, recreating his narration from the British Protect and Survive public information films about how to survive a nuclear war. The original Protect and Survive soundtracks were sampled for the 7-inch mixes. The 12-inch and B-sides featured voice parts by British actor Chris Barry imitating Ronald Reagan. Barry also voiced the Reagan puppet on Spitting Image. Barry's parts as Reagan included praise for the band, as well as parts of Adolf Hitler's speech to a court after the beer hall putsch. "You may pronounce us guilty 1,000 times over, but the goddess of the eternal court of history will smile and tear to tatters the brief of the state prosecutor and the sentence of this court, for she acquits us." Barry also voiced the last sentence of "History will absolve me Spanish," La Historia mi absolverá, which is the concluding sentence and subsequent title of a 4-hour speech made by Fidel Castro on 16 October 1953. Castro made the speech in his own defense in court against the charges brought against him. Barry would return for the band's next single, The Power of Love, imitating Mike Reed in a parody of the DJ ban on their previous single, Relax. The song's title derives from the line "Two mighty warrior tribes went to war" from the film Mad Max. The line is also spoken by Holly Johnson at the beginning of the session version. Promotion. ZTT aggressively marketed the single in terms of its topical political angle, promoting it with images of the group wearing American military garb in combat, as well as Soviet-style army uniforms set against an American urban backdrop. The original cover art featured a Soviet mural of Vladimir Lenin in St. Petersburg and images of Reagan and then UK Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. The sleeve notes attributed to ZTT Paul Morley dispassionately reported details of the relative nuclear arsenals of each superpower. Original 1984 mixes. B-sides. The 7-inch featured one February Friday an interview between Morley and the group's 3 musicians, Mark O'Toole, Brian Nash and Peter Gill, over an otherwise untitled instrumental track. A similar track had been included on the B-side of Relax, with the title "One September Monday." The principal B-side to the original 12-inch single was a cover version of War, which became the subject of an extended remix subtitled Hidden on the single's third UK 12-inch release, where it was promoted as a double A-side with Carnage. The UK cassette single featured a cut-together combination of Surrender, Carnage, and Annihilation, plus Reagan snippets and interview sections not included on any other release. Videos. The Godley and Cream directed video depicted a wrestling match between then U.S. President Ronald Reagan and Konstantin Chernenko, then Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, in front of group members and an assembly of representatives from the world's nations. The match eventually degenerates into global destruction. Certain violent moments Reagan is seen, for example, biting Chernenko's ear, were edited from the version shown on MTV. A longer version of the video based on the Hibakusha mix included an introductory, heavily edited monologue by Richard Nixon taken from an ad from his 1960 U.S. presidential campaign No. Firm Diplomacy. No. Peace for America and the World, plus similar contributions from other world leaders, including Lord Beaverbrook, Yasser Arafat. The complete soundtrack to the extended video was eventually released as Two Tribes Video Destructo on the German version of the 12 inches compilation. A third version of the video, included on the Bands from an Wasteland to an Artificial Paradise VHS, retains the introduction but omits most of the inserted clips in the main wrestling sequence. Charts. Certifications. Track listing. All discographical information pertains to the original UK single release only. Two Tribes written by Gill/Johnson/O'Toole. War written by Strong/Whitfield. 1 February Friday credited to Gill/Johnson/Morley/Nash/O'Toole/Paul Rutherford. 7. ZTT/ZTS 3 United Kingdom. Two Tribes 3, 57, 1 February Friday 4, 55. The A-side mix is commonly referred as Cowboys and Indians to avoid confusion with other mixes, as ZTT commonly gives the sides on singles separate names. Thus, 1 February Friday is sometimes subtitled as either Doctors and Nurses as per the regular 7, or Only Bullets Can Stop Them Now as per the picture disc B-side label. 7 Picture disc CTT/PZ Test 3 United Kingdom. Two Tribes 4, 10. 1 February Friday 4, 55. The A-side is an alternative mix to the regular 7 subtitled We Don't Want to Die on the B-side label. A common theory within many fans is that We Don't Want to Die is essentially Surrender with vocals. Also issued as a regular 7 in Canada. 12 ZTT/12 ZTS 3 United Kingdom. Two Tribes Annihilation 9, 8. War Hide Yourself 4, 12, 12, 12. 1 February Friday 12 Edit 146. Two Tribes Surrender 346. The Last Voice Unlisted 1, 14 in 14. 12 Island Records / X-14065 Australia. Two Tribes Extended Version 9, 10. War Hide Yourself 4, 12, 12, 12. Two Tribes 4, 11, 11, 11. 1 February Friday 457 Extended version is the same as Annihilation. Two Tribes on the B-side is the 7-picture disc mix. 12 ZTT / 12 Excetes 3 United Kingdom. Two Tribes Carnage 7, 54. War Hide Yourself 4, 12, 12, 12. 1 February Friday 12 Edit 146. Two Tribes Surrender 346. The Last Voice Unlisted 1, 14 in 14. 12 ZTT / Warts 3 United Kingdom. War Hidden 833. Two Tribes Carnage 7, 54. 1 February Friday 12 Edit 146. 12 ZTT / XZIP 1 United Kingdom. Two Tribes Hibakusha 6, 38. War Hide Yourself 4, 12, 12, 12. 1 February Friday 12 Edit 146. Two Tribes Surrender 346. The Last Voice Edited Unlisted 035. 12 ZTT / Excetes 3 DJ United Kingdom. Two Tribes Carnage 7, 56. Relax New York, Mix 723 New York, Mix was mislabeled as US Mix. MC ZTT / Cetus 103 United Kingdom. On the subject of Frankie Goes to Hollywood 023. 1 February Friday Part 1038. Two Tribes Keep the Peace 15, 17, 17. 1 February Friday Part 21, 8. Or Somewhere Between Hiding and Hidden Identical to War Hide Yourself 4, 12, 12. 1 February Friday Part 30, 21. War is Peace 05 Keep the Peace is a combination of surrender, carnage, and annihilation. 2014 Digital Download #1, Two Tribes. Two Tribes Annihilation 7356. Two Tribes Carnage 7412. Two Tribes Annihilation 99. Two Tribes Carnage 754. Two Tribes Hibakusha 637. Two Tribes Hibakusha 659. 1 February Friday 457. The Last Voice 114 Hibakusha is an early version of Hibakusha. 2014 Digital Download #2 War Hidden War Hidden 833. War Hide Yourself 414. 1 February Friday 12 Edit 145. Two Tribes Surrender 344. War and Hide identical to the album version 613. War Coming Out of Hiding 317. References